Okay, so we're back in the clock tower, which is about 2/3 through the game. So head on through this door on the north. And in here, if you walk forward, that basic picture just drops down. And we get one of the clock tower keys. That one's actually the bezel key, which we need to get into the upper area of the clock tower itself. The one above it is the winding key. So just head back through the main foyer. Turn around here. Stupid spiders. I hate those things. And go up these stairs. And if you've been paying attention to this playthrough at all, you should know that that sound signifies that Nemesis is near. So just walk through these stupid fucking spiders that can't really do anything because you're just way too fast. Some of the most useless enemies in the game. On the far side of this balcony on the right here are some red herbs, so just pick these guys up. It's been really hot lately, and normally I'm okay with heat, but oh man, it's been horrible. And it's not even like a normal dry heat. It's like a really terrible, humid, muggy, disgusting heat that makes you feel like you need to take a shower every 10 minutes. And that's all I've been doing is taking cold showers. So up here there are a couple key items. The items are randomized just like everything else in this damn game. But the one thing that's consistent in this is the silver gear on this shelf here. This time there are gunpowder A's spawned up here, but sometimes there are mine thrower rounds, and sometimes, like this time, there are gunpowders. Now that we have some red herbs, I'm going to just quickly mix these herbs together to make some full heals. And drop them off. Okay, and we're also going to drop the handgun off because we won't be using it anymore. Now I know what you're saying, and that's crazy because the handgun's pretty much the consistent item throughout the entire game, and you need to use it in case you run into any zombies. But fortunately for us, there's a better solution, and it will come from a live selection further on down. So just drop these gunpowders off. And then drop these guys off. And then grab the eagle parts. Eagle parts A to be more specific. Now over here on the left side of this room there is a puzzle. And it's a really easy puzzle, which is fortunate because I just can't stand puzzles in this game so much. This is really simple. So basically you just got to check if it's in the right position, and if it's right it will sound correct. If it's not, you'll be able to tell, trust me. It'll sound like the music box is being run through like a garbage disposal or something. Yeah, so that's really bad. That's right. So move on to the next one and check it. This one's correct too. That one's not, so switch it up. Move on to the next. Oh, that's horrible. So switch it up. Move to the next. That one's correct. And that one's not. So the last one's incorrect. And play the whole thing. It sounds really weird on the PC version, and I can't tell if that's because, well, it's the PC version or if it's because of the recording I'm doing. But the facade lifts up and you get the Chronos chain, and Chronos is time, and you mix those two together and you get the Chronos key. Ooh. So come on down through this ladder, and this is where we're going to be getting our second eagle part, eagle parts B. So approach this door and Nemesis pops up, and he wants to give us a big old T-virus hug. But unfortunately for us, we're not in the hugging mood today. So select the chord live selection. And Jill yanks that shit out, tosses it in the water. Fries Nemesis like he's in that movie with Samuel L. Jackson and the gigantic shark. And you come over here and you grab Eagle Parts B. And then you go into your inventory and combine them together, and you get the Eagle 6.0, and it's the greatest handgun in the entire game because it's got a scope and a 6-inch barrel, and that means it does a higher critical hit chance on enemies. And basically you can take zombies down in only a couple shots because it's got a higher chance of actually getting headshots. So Nemesis may or may not follow you on this part. This time he actually did follow us. But just run away from him. You know, there's no need to actually try and fight him because there's really no point. So the Chronos key is only used here on this door, which is obviously taken straight from Resident Evil 2. Capcom loves to reuse assets. So in this area there's a desiccated person here with some grenade rounds and a bunch of stupid ass spiders, so just completely walk around them. There's no need to fight them. You may or may not get poisoned by them, it's really rare. We're currently fine right now. Come over here to this bunch of dead people. And there's a mercenary's pocketbook. I'm just going to go through this. You can pause the video if you want to read it. It's really not important. What's really funny is, like, I don't know, and it really doesn't look like it, but I don't know. The first time I saw that, I thought it was Claire from Resident Evil 2. It's really funny. So just come over here and grab the mine thrower rounds. And this this bell's really funny because if you try to push it, there's like a really weird cutscene that plays. Like she struggles against it and she's moving, but like she kicks it. Like I don't know, I always thought that was funny the first time I tried that. But unfortunately for us, Jill is a woman, and in the Resident Evil series, women are weak and men are strong. So you need to be a man to move very large stuff. And in Chris's case, he punches boulders, so. But this is a really annoying puzzle. This puzzle here is actually the puzzle which really kills a lot of my speed runs through the game. And that's because the puzzle itself is randomized, and I don't know why Capcom thought that was a good idea. I guess they wanted to, you know, change things up, but the first 2 Resident Evil series games are not like that at all. All the puzzles are completely the same throughout subsequent playthroughs. And I hate them for this puzzle. Like, I hate them for this puzzle more than I hate them for that stupid DLC nonsense they've been doing lately. Locking out 30% of the characters on the disc. Like, that's ridiculous. So this one's at 11 o'clock, and it's really easy. So you just come over, oops. Ooh, I keep clicking on it. You just go into your inventory, select the amber jewel on the first one. And then on the middle clock, it's the obsidian. And then the last is the crystal. Now each of the balls in each of the separate trays like sends the clock forward or backwards 1 or 2 hours. It's a really stupid nonsense puzzle, and it's the only one in the game that I actually despise. But now that we have the gold gear, we have all the pieces needed to actually start the clock tower up and to get us rescued. Because a rescue chopper will come basically if the clock tower bell sounds off. So just head back to the foyer and go upstairs. And there's nothing up here because for some reason the spiders completely despawn when Nemesis comes through the area. So head on up to the ladder. Oops. And we're going to be making some special ammo for our grenade launcher because there is a Nemesis fight coming up. And it's a required fight unlike all the previous ones. So we're going to take some of these full heal items with us. And we're going to mix some gunpowders together. So like I said before, if you mix an A and a B together, you get a C. Mix that with grenade rounds, you get freeze rounds. And these are the most powerful rounds against Nemesis. These do the most damage. I think in this encounter, flame rounds actually do more, but I really don't feel like making flame rounds. I don't know why, don't ask me. So we're going to get some more of these grenade rounds out. Combine them together. Combine these guys together. And we just got to get one more set of gunpowder here. I really didn't like the way that they did Nemesis in Operation Raccoon City. I thought it was really stupid because like they used I don't even want to talk about it, but like they used the Nemesis version from the movie where he has like a chain gun. And like I know the game's not canon, but I don't know, I just thought it was stupid. Like you can't control Nemesis. Like you can program him for certain objectives. Obviously that's why he's going after all the STARS members and why you Eagles are stars blah, all the time, but like you can't control Nemesis. And in the games, like there's on the Xbox 360 it's an exclusive mode called Nemesis mode, and like you can exclusively control Nemesis, and I don't know, I think that's so stupid. But equip your grenade launcher and come over here to this mechanism and just drop the Chronos gear off. And that starts the clock tower bell, which signifies that rescue should be coming very soon. So if you come over here to this door on the left side, an FMV will play.
We're saved. Down here! It's finally over. Huh? No!
This is the only fight in the entire game which actually will ruin my playthrough. And it's for that reason right there. Jill actually gets infected with the T-virus there after she gets basically pierced with that tendril. And because of that, you actually have the virus status type. And that status type, just like poison, doesn't show what condition you're actually on. And what's even worse is that because you're infected with the virus, Jill holds her side like she's in caution. So you have to be really, really careful during this fight. And I hate it because you can't see what you're doing. I think in the Resident Evil 3 port on the Dreamcast, because the status types use the VMU, the virtual memory unit, it actually shows what type of condition you're on. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it actually shows the condition that you're in, even though you have virus. So this is one of the most dangerous places to be in when you're fighting Nemesis. And you're going to want to drop another one of those rounds into him. Oh no. You don't want to be grabbed here. Mash your way out of this, because if he grabs you, he will kill you. So a couple more rounds should dispatch him. Once again, just mash your way out of it. And he's finished. So Nemesis runs off dejected because Jill won't accept his love for her. And he decides to take a nice fire bath because he's been feeling kind of cold lately. So he kind of just lays down for a little nappy poo.
Carlos!
And Jill, exhausted from all that fighting, just kind of passes out next to Carlos.
Jill! Jill! Hey, don't die on me.
Little touchy-feely there, Carlos. Should watch where you're putting those hands.
Jill! Jill!
October 1st, night. I woke up to the sound of falling rain. I can't believe I'm still alive.
Oh, that voice acting's so terrible.
Carlos?
It looks like our roles have been reversed from when we originally met, huh? Don't worry, Jill. This chapel is safe.
I've been infected by the virus, haven't I?
Hey,